All right, guys, welcome to non-traditional day one. I hope you guys are comfy and cozy at home in your pajamas. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just do a really simple greatest common factor review. We spent a lot of time on greatest common factor in class, so hopefully it'll be a piece of cake. This video is going to just kind of give you an example of what to do, kind of jog your memory. So our target for today says that I can find the greatest common factor of two or more numbers less than or equal to 100 using prime factorization. So if you recall in class, the only way that we found greatest common factor was by using what we call factor trees. And then we would write out the prime factorization and see what they share. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an example with you. Then you're going to have 12 problems to do on your own, and then you're done. Okay, so this example is actually not one of the questions on your packet. It is just like a whole class problem that we're going to do together. I do want you to put it on your paper and do it along with me as we go, and then you'll do the next 12 by yourself. Okay, all right, so our first example says, what is the greatest common factor of 27 and 36? So what we're going to do is we're going to set up some factor trees where we can break these down to prime factors. So we have at the top of our factor trees 27 and 36, and we're going to deal with our 27 first. We have to find two factors that we can multiply together that are going to give us 27. Those two factors are 3 times 9, and when you get to this level, what you do is you look at those two numbers and see if either one of them are prime. We know that 3 is a prime number, so we're going to put a circle around it because that's as far down as it'll go. It can't break down any further. But 9 is not, so we need to figure out what we can multiply together to give us 9. We can multiply together 3 times 3, and those are both prime, so we're going to circle both of those. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to come down here at the bottom, and we're going to write out the prime factorization for 27. The prime factorization is just a list of the prime factors multiplied together. So the prime factorization for 27 is 3 times 3 times 3. Okay. All right, now we're going to come over here and do the same exact thing for 36. Two factors that we can multiply together to give us 36 are 4 times 9. Now, neither 4 nor 9 are prime, so what we got to do is we got to break them both down further. I can multiply 2 times 2 together to get 4, and then both of my 2's are prime, so I'm going to circle both of them. I can multiply together 3 times 3 to get 9. Both of those 3's are prime, so I'm going to circle both of them. Now I need to write the prime factorization for 36, and when I do that, I get 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, so now we got to take a look at our prime factorizations. We've written out these lists so that we can see what those two numbers share. And if we look, we see that they share a 3 and that they don't share a 2, that they don't share a 2, but they do share another 3. However, they don't share a third 3, so I can cross it out. So we're going to write out what they share, and they share a 3 times 3. That's what they have in common. So to get the greatest common factor from that, we just have to multiply out 3 times 3. So we get that our greatest common factor is 9. Now, what we're going to, so that's the answer for this one. The GCF is 9. That's what you're going to have to do for all of the questions on here. But our assignment breakdown is a little bit different as you progress throughout the page. So for the first ones, it's just like that. Questions 1 through 7, all you're going to do, find the GCF, multiply if you need to, and submit that answer. Okay. 8 through 9, you're going to find the GCF, but then you have to do something with it. So you're going to find the GCF, and then you're going to use it to simplify the fraction that they give you. We did that in class. Question 10 is a real-world greatest common factor problem, so just read it, figure out what your two numbers are, and find the answer. And then your last two, 11 and 12, is where you have to find the greatest common factor of 3 numbers. And we did some examples like this in class. It's the exact same process, except when you go to find what they share, you have to look and see if all 3 numbers have that in their prime factorization. All right, guys, so now I'm letting you off on your own to do those 12 problems. If you need anything, send me an email or write me on Google Classroom. Good luck. Have a great day.